Good morning, guys. Today I am 17 weeks pregnant. Just wanted to film a video that wasn't fully pregnancy related, but I will update you on the pregnancy in this video, but it's mostly just to talk about how I'm feeling emotionally and mentally. But I'll start off with a short little update. I have some makeup smudged around my eyes because I went out last night and I didn't take my makeup off, so I'm a bit of a mess. I'm just in bed, comfortable. I don't really feel like sitting up to film. So if I'm like resting my head back or something, just excuse that. Um, yeah, so today I'm 17 weeks pregnant and I had my cervical ultrasound and gender blood work, and I am having a girl. They were correct on the last ultrasound. They did a follow-up ultrasound which confirmed that I'm having a girl, and the gender blood work isn't just for the gender, it's to check for abnormalities like Down syndrome and stuff, so I'm just awaiting on those results, but it seemed fairly obvious from the ultrasound that everything was normal. It's just to double check. In terms of symptoms, I'm starting to feel a little bit heavier in my belly, a bit more pressure. I'm having more contractions, like Braxton Hicks contractions, more movements, and what else? There's not many new pregnancy symptoms. I feel like I've just been in a different headspace emotionally this week, and that's really kind of what I wanted to talk about. Oh, I've got a Braxton Hicks contraction right now. I don't know, I feel like I should have planned exactly what to say in this video and not just turn my camera on, because now it comes down to it, I'm like, how do I talk about this? I just feel like I'm in a very, very negative headspace at the moment. It's really hard to just come onto the internet and admit that you're depressed. Because you just feel like when you're filming pregnancy videos and you're a mom, you're supposed to come on and be like, I'm so happy with where I'm at. But I'm not. I'm very depressed, and I feel like I often try and just put my best front up on the internet. Because it just feels like a lot of people, when they're depressed, they can just straight up be like, I'm depressed because of this, or this is how I'm feeling. But for me, it feels like it's a lot more complicated than that. And when you're depressed, unfortunately, a symptom of that is just extreme exhaustion, mental exhaustion, and not having the motivation even to write or talk about how you're feeling. And so it's easier to just keep it in your head, but then at the same time, it's not healthy. Yeah, I'm very overwhelmed in my life right now. This was something I was gonna keep off the internet, but I've come to realize that there's no point keeping this part of my life off the internet, because at the end of the day, if my social media is found, or I'm found on the internet, it's not going to make a difference if I'm talking about it or I'm not talking about it. There's a huge part of my life that I've not talked about since moving to the USA, because I've been trying to be professional and hide from the government. I am currently going through an immigration process, and that means that I'm not yet approved to be a resident. When I married my ex-partner, we applied for me to get residency through marriage. And unfortunately, when a couple is not legitimate or they break up, most likely during this process they realise, and the government realises, and the people that give you approval for residency, and if they do not see your relationship as being real, you can get denied, and that means deported. And I'm from the UK, if you are new. And I chose to not pretend to be happily married. I was in a very awful marriage and relationship, and I chose to be honest and open about my new relationship, my pregnancy, and where I'm at in life. And that means that when the government sees my immigration paperwork, they will probably run me through the internet and find pictures of me and my partner, find out I'm pregnant, and there's a chance that I will be denied and sent back to my home country and separated. Unfortunately, I overstayed my visa. I came to America on a 90-day visa, and I was meant to return to the UK. At the end of that visa, I lost my passport, and I was going through a Crohn's disease flare-up, meaning I was in and out of hospital, so unwell, I wasn't even in a place where I could get onto a plane. I felt incredibly unwell, not to mention where I came from in the UK, I was going through a very domestically abusive situation, and I did not want to go back to that place. So I applied for a change of status, which means instead of applying to become a citizen from my home country, I did it from America. But part of that meant that I overstayed my travel visa, and so if I'm denied on this application, I'm banned from returning to America for 10 years, and if I'm not approved for the application, I'm still waiting for my answer for much time longer, I will be banned for 20 years. And my partner, the father of my baby, and the dad of my daughter are both American, meaning that the only way they could see their children would be to visit me in the UK. So this obviously has been a ginormous stress on me that I've buried deep and not talked about, and it's made me severely depressed because I feel like I've had no one to share it with. And then the people who are close to me in real life, it's just overwhelming and scary for them. And I don't have a support network, and I'm going through it alone. And I don't know how to handle it, and I can't afford immigration lawyers. And I'm just really hoping that the government sees my children are both American citizens and looks at my situation and approves me, because if I'm denied, my whole life falls apart. My relationship ends. My family is broken. And COVID has backed up these applications, so I might not get an answer for a year. So it's just really hard to go forward with my life and be happy and make my home a home and get furniture and to just be at a point of peace, because I'm constantly feeling like everything could fall apart at any second. And I don't quite know how to handle it. So this is what I've been going through, and I've been hiding it, and I'm feeling very depressed and ridden with anxiety all the time because of this. And part of that is also I have no independence. Until I'm approved as a resident, I'm still a foreigner, and I can't drive. I can't own my own bank account here. I can't work. And luckily I'm blessed with an amazing mom that's been helping financially support me overseas, and my partner helps take care of me and helps me get to and from places. But I feel like a bird trapped in a cage, and I can't get out, and it's suffocating. And that's the truth about my life right now.